Alright then guys, back again. That's demo earlier, but anyways, back in. Currently the 2nd of April today. Looking at Nasdaq in terms of price action, I'm relatively bearish today, like quite bearish, I'll be real. The main reason is that they call it now. Shit. Yeah, sorry. The main reason is that what they call it now. We've had it overnight. We've had this happen. We just dumped, but I think we're gonna dump back here. These equal lows that we left on Tuesday. And why is that? Look at Dow. Dow did actually take Monday's low. We also have those equal lows there. We have them here as well. And if we just look at the overall structure, it is a market maker sell model. Now this could either be fake or it could either offer an optimal trade entry. Alright. And it looks like it would be in between those two, like either fake or actually offer an optimal trade entry. And the OTE would be here, right there. So just kind of mark that out. Yeah, I don't want to read out all these lines here, that's why. So ideally these are the ones I usually like to look for. These are the ones that I usually like to look out for. It's 820.75 as well. 820.75. So these are the two levels I'm looking at right now. That would be OTE. Okay. And this is why I OTE here, because this is the second SSD. Depending on how bearish we are, we might also come off the 50% only as well. Like we might do something here where we leave this CB as is, and then this low as is, and then make a CB here, and then it'll come to 50% and just fill in the gap and move lower. We'll see anyway what happens. It really depends on criteria as well. And I think NQ today is somewhat one-sided, I'd say. Even though it took London high, which was here, right here, it does seem like it's a bit, because of the overnight expansion, it could be in Asia that it could be one-sided pretty much. This was super obvious though, I didn't see this earlier, but man, that was such a good fucking sell on the Asia. These are the times when you want to trade Asia, is when Asia does something like this, where it makes a trend line. Well, pre-Asia makes a trend line, and you kind of just know it's going to tip, and it did it right there. Those are the only times I want to trade Asia, really. And yeah, I made a really good sell here. As you can see, if you just mark out this, that's your 50%, is it not? Hits it right here, and then this would be a second SSD, and 15 minute comes lower into the optimal trade entry, sells off. Really great sell there. But the H1, I want to see if they hold this area. If they don't, then likely I want to see if they can hold this H4 CB up here, pretty much as simple as that, and see what we can get off that, pretty much. Ideally, there are two really easy draws below, and another thing is, it's not just the fact that there's two draws, but we look at the two draws, lunch low below, and we got the London low sell side, the smooth, and you got the H1 busy as well, so it makes it LR, so it's quick to get there, ideally. But look at the daily, within all of that sell side, there's a busy as well. So we'll see if this busy holds. Currently the constant encouragement is holding, but if this doesn't hold, this busy, we check the other data as well. That's all fine. But if this busy does not hold, which I'm expecting it not to, I'm not expecting any inversion of this either. I would take no inversion, I wouldn't even trust it. Just because we have Tuesday's low here, so it could come all the way low. I take all of this shit out, and then wick and respect everything here, and then go higher and leave Asia low. Or it could just keep coming lower and take everything and even Asia low. But this daily busy we'll see what it does. Because the thing is, we didn't take Monday's high. That's so dumb. On Dow, we took Tuesday's high, but we didn't take Monday's high. So it's really like, and even on NQ we did that, and ES we did that as well. ES we didn't take, let's see, ES did take Tuesday's high the other day, but it's refusing to take Monday's high. It's like so sensitive to that area. So it's just a matter of thinking that this is still bearish, I'm thinking. And we had this temporary kind of reversal thing, and I don't know if this reversal will hold now. We have on this high here, but we also have London low, but then in Dow we have an SMT, which is Monday's low. So Dow is definitely going to come there to Monday's low. It's just a matter of that if NQ will come to Tuesday's low as well. So I guess if you are bearish today, it would be better to be bearish on Dow, way more bear. And you can see Dow is, I guess, a little bit more bearish. It also has this trend line right here on Dow. Just kind of talk right there, but I'll probably take it again. But yeah, so Dow looks a lot more better for sells, and it's also got the sell side here, the sell side there. So yeah, it's overall really bearish as well on Dow. Although I don't really trade Dow, so yeah, it's also more bearish, 600 points down. Actually, yes, it's 960, I think. No, 96. Yeah. No, actually, the NQ is more down. NQ is minus 1.8. But yeah, pretty much. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Seconds stays here, 50% OT and that other area up there. So yeah. We look at Bitcoin as well. I originally had the sell position here, but yeah, I kind of bitched out on it. But yeah, so I could have had a sell right here, and then it would have been like this, essentially. And then it would have been up about 1.4, no, until here, 2.7. It is where it is. And then silver dumped overnight from, and this was the level ICT called out. He called out. He thinks he's just gonna go here, and then it's gonna continue dumping. Usually, and if it goes above it, it's back to bullish. It did go back above it, and you can see it was a really good sell-off he made right there. But he said he doesn't want to touch it either. Like even if it does go there, he wouldn't even sell it either. So it is where it is. And then gold came back into that SIBI that it used for the previous expansion. Used it again, and we got a bunch of trend line here. Gold is a little bit less bearish than silver, as expected. And yeah, the NQs, this optimal trade entry is the main kind of idea today. I want to see what it does there. That's it. But yeah, pretty much. I'm still going to be watching as well that if we can come to these equal highs up here as well. Yeah, I just realised we have all this shit up here, so I might add that to my journal as well. Let's do this quickly. Alright, cool. So yeah, I think we will attack these buy stops up here. Lots of buy stops. I also want to do something because this dirty busy is too fucking annoying. Let's keep the lines for now because I can't really see anything. Right. I forgot how that goes. Is that the high or the low? I don't know. I think it's this one here, dirty busy high. where the cuts going correct, guys. No, I don't know if it'll be a plus, depends, we'll see. Right now, maybe narrative-wise, but yeah, look at this shit, this looks quite weird. Okay, second C we reacted off of right now. But there's all of this shit, yeah. I didn't see this earlier, so I think buys would be really ideal. Let's see what we made here. So yeah, we'll see if we hold this busy as well. Yeah, right there. Did this come off anything other than this H1? Sorry, other than this daily. Came off this here, 15 minute, I think. Yeah, I did. H1 though. H1 busy, 4H busy. The thing is, if they don't need to come all the way up here, they just need to disrupt this trend line, that's it, in terms of buys. But they don't really need to come all the way up there, that's what I'm saying. And also check if there's any news, if there was any news landmines earlier. I might have missed out, and then I could target there. Yeah, 12:30. Yeah, 12:30's news taken there. 10:06. I just want to see if any of these news landmines actually did any kind of volatility, because we had overnight Trump speech. This did it, definitely not. And yeah, it's a barrier, I guess. Not much of anything. So yeah, it's back into the daily VC, constant encouragement. We had accumulation there, manipulation. Still have equal lows here though, so I think those equal lows would align with the BISI, but depending on how this goes right here, might get a 15-minute alignment up there. Oh shit, right. And the equal lows do align with that BISI. So if we hit this busy here, ideally I would want to see a kind of something else. Oh, we just missed that. Are you kidding? Damn. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the bloody range, because this low took out that low. No, sorry, it came out that low, but it take it out. Technically, it could be in a discount. Where's the check? So we're gonna hit it there. Yeah, I did make a kind of a buy off it, but then the premium is sold off. So I'd like to see how I reacted to it if it is a discount premium level. Let's see if it offers anything here. 2 PM that would be. Thing is, there's no like internal range buy side here, so I'm not interested if it doesn't like show any of that shit. Sorry. Shit. Right, cool. There's no internal range buy side, as I was saying. Let's see if this came into those equal lows though. We got these 2 equal lows here, I guess. I would want to see though if this makes any kind of internal range kind of buy side. This is more like external, but it's equal highs as well, I guess. Because we might get, in terms of this selling off, they would probably want to use the equity open for that, the opening price. So if they would do that, then that means around 2 o'clock or 2:10, they'd probably want to jam it up first and then sell it off. and I don't mind catching that manipulation move so long as it's from this constant encouragement area, and we do have the model. No SMT, 126 low, 26 low, so we don't know SMT, that's bullshit then. So I'm thinking they'll come to this busy here, and then I want to see how they react off of that. We do have a bit of trend line here now. That's good. A little bit right here. It's an Excel program in 1 minute. 2 minute, we might get SSD there, but I don't know. Then we've got 30 seconds SSD. I want them to take this equal lows, that's the thing. Let's go 15 minute here. I think on the 15 minute we actually got the SSD somewhat being made, I guess. I prefer him coming to that busy below. That'd be like really ideal. We've got equal lows here, so I don't want to really go against this. I don't mind missing this out either, so fuck it. So long as it does give the narrative of what, and then I can get in on the bias. Yeah, it's equalized there, look at those ugly ass equalized. So yeah, this definitely might, like if it comes to this 15 minute busy, this definitely might offer something like that. But otherwise it'll expand right now. 5 minute looks so ugly, hello there. Yeah, fuck that, I can't get in on that, unfortunately. Just because of those equal lows right there. I would prefer those taken first, then get this expansion. That's fine, no worries. That was a decent buy though, like if you caught it right here, like where was it? There. So then you stop there, and then I'm giving you like 1 hour already. You can just hold it here. Then again, equal low is still there, so this might be a trick, who knows. Hopefully it is. And it doesn't seem like it is, eh? 11 micro, is that true? That would have let me check. 2373 3.75. I want to see if that's true. 2373 3.75. Apparently that's like no, it's not. See, I don't know what that is. Is that bullshit or what? How would that make sense? 10% risk on 2000. Yes, I think it's supposed to be 5%. I don't know why it's doing that. 5.7, yeah. So where was it? 2373.75. 5.7. So basically 6. No, I'm not entering. I'm just checking in if this risk is proper. Okay, that doesn't make sense either. Check where I think should be 5 then. Yeah, something like that, 5. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show the, like 5, it should be 5% of 2000. It's dumb. Shit, I'm gonna pause this and get my BRB. Alright, then back there. Yeah. So things I'm not too sure on that, on this box thing. Sorry, I'm not too sure on this box right here. It's like it's not actually 5.7 for 200 or even 100 risk in this case. So I'd prefer calculating the micros from here then, because yesterday yesterday was a break-even day. It could have easily been a plus 400 kind of day, but it's just the fact that it thingied. Oh wait, this is looking kind of decent, but it was just the fact that my breath. No, it was just the fact that thingy I didn't risk enough on the first 3 wins. It was two wins. I had 1 loss, but there was another win after that loss, and I didn't risk enough on it. The wins, that's the thing. So it led to a break-even day in the end, I guess you could say. Check 15 seconds if they got any trend line there. They don't have any, just equal highs, so I'd prefer waiting for some trend line. I knew this would hold, it's fake at least, because we have equal lows here. We got equal lows there as well, I guess. That's what I was looking at on the 15 minute. It's like they had, if you look at the 15 minute right here, it's got 1 low, then this. I don't like it when it does that. It looks a bit equal to me as well on there, but we'll see what happens. There's a trend line here, I guess, on the 5 minute, like that. I guess it's a bit of a stretch. 211 now. Should do something come lower, ideally. So this would be, currently this is more like a B tier setup. I wouldn't say it's like anything yet. Give it a B tier. Just type that there just to make myself aware of it. But yeah, I wouldn't really rate this much of a setup yet. It's got the trend line there, I guess, but it's more cell program as well, so I wouldn't even take this at all, to be honest. Fuck this. I'll just wait for the some sort of trend line to be made within this range as well, and equal highs. Then I'd put it on a B plus. Once we get that CIST alignment, then that would be an A tier ideally. So there's equal lows likely getting taken now. There is equal lows taken. Nice. Could have taken that sell as well, I guess, but fuck it. I'm not looking to sell from here, so it's a bit too thinky. Discounted. Check that 15 second. Yeah, not really anything on there either. I'm looking at this area as well, down here. Let's break it. Yeah, yes, SMT and those lows. And Dow, really. So I'm not really into that, to be honest. this here, I guess, but it's not enough because there's no high time frame alignment. Just cell program still, as you can see. That was an inside candle there, so it expanded. Lovely. I'd give this a B plus now. Ideally I'm looking for a 50% retracement. Yeah, that 2 minute alignment is coming in now. 3 minute definitely. So I'll only give this a B plus, meaning I'll only risk about 100 on it, that's it. Depending on how much that would be. Yeah, definitely B plus.
Order filled.
Let's see, 7 there.
Order filled.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get to that trend line at least. Ideally 2 on this, not too bad. And the entry was right at that constant encouragement of the C, daily basic C, that is. I mean, I do have a trend line in the 1 minute as well. I really want this second 60 here, and if we can get a trend line right here, then that is going to get to an A minus. If we can get this close right here, an A minus, I think it's worth putting it over here. Yeah, I'm going to get an A minus because of the trend line we're aligning with now. Meaning I'd say it's worth holding once it comes to around here as well, which is roughly there, I would say. And there. Equalize, yeah, this is definitely A minus. I'm only going to bump up the risk if it thingies makes that second 60 that I'm expecting, because currently it looks like the high time from cell program might be looking to take over here. I don't know. Let's see. It's really digging in there, isn't it? Can't tell if that's a suspension block or not. 1 minute. I think it's like a tiny one. Because I had the absence of a wick. Yeah, the absence of a wick, so it's like a tiny suspension block. We just came into bodies above as well, which I like. We're approaching that trend line again, which is nice with equal highs. I think once we get an expansion here, I'll go break even, because I would approach this trend line as well. Like, I think here actually I'm liking a lot. It's high, looks a bit ugly. I'm hoping a Trump tweet can just pop this up now, come on. Five-minute alignment there. Inside candle of the 1 minute, I should expect expansion anytime. Them inside candles, man, maybe lurking. It's a big expansion though, big one, come on. Okay, I think 1 minute has given that now. That second is in a bit. Drag that line there, so as long as we get close above it. Approaching another trend line again. Okay, I think that's around $20 would be free speaking. Alright, this is 8 minus now. I'm gonna look for an optimal trade entry if we can get it. So from the 1 minute ideally. Alright, purged all those trend lines. I'll show you that it is. So I got this one here as well. Yeah, definitely 1, 2, 3, boom. 50%. I think once we come to this opening, that's a break even because we got equal highs here as well. Let's just expand from there.
Order filled.
There you go, it's 220. Good or ideally 3060 here, so I'm gonna see if I wanna get that up there. 3060. So many wicks in this range, really. So inside that daily busy constant encouragement. Looking at this area on the 1 minute. Come back to that as a break even for me. Suspension. the equal highs up there, man, come on. If we don't get speed around here, I'm gonna like to close it because of HLR. I want to see speed around these highs above. Otherwise, 220 for 440 is fine. It's 2R. Yeah, same trend line. See speed above the highs. See like really magnetic above that. There you go, touch that trend line. But let's just work on yes. See, continue, fuck that then.
Order filled.
It's 218 on that one, I'll take that. Because honestly, I just continued it, should have continued on that. There was speed, I guess, but no worries, 218, I'm locking that in. No worries. There you go, that's take profit, I guess you could say. This is a minus high resistance liquidity run trade. So, and it was even part of the bias, it was narrative, so it's fine to close that earlier. I don't mind it, and it's a win secured, so yeah. A minus, I like A minus. It's A minus trade there. A minus it's a trade. Okay, cool. Shit, that was that. So likely it will continue. I mean, don't really give a shit though. I guess I'm practicing in that to hold these more often. But yeah, because I think it will take that trend line likely in 30 seconds ago. That would have been TP hit right there as well. Oh man, here gives a shit. Got MMBM. Type MOD on here. Okay, I just want to check the chart execution, so I don't give a shit about that now. I want to see, did we make any? Oh wow, that's expanding. Jeez, that would have been a nice hold, wouldn't it? Yep, there it is. Beautiful expansion. I'm glad I was right about that though, because remember I could have entered here and gone fucked, but I entered there, so even better. Same, so Didn't make the expected target, but it was still good in the end. Got our TH. Okay, we got a premium open range gap above, massive one as well. So I think we definitely need to get that. Org CE. Org CE comes out H4 CB. When it comes to the H4 CB in general, so that's a really good area, that is, in my opinion. So I think we'll remain bullish towards those equal highs. But yeah, likely we will remain bullish here. So I think I might actually get in on the open range, sorry, not open range gap, this right here, in terms of, I think we had a 5 minute there, yeah, 15 minute even. Alright, let's go. We've hit OT of the H1 range, but I don't think it matters, because just the way it looks now, it looks kind of like it's going to reverse to those equal highs. So yeah, that's why I was like, is this a fake OTE? I think it was. And we're coming back to midnight as well, so that'd be ideal. So I'm not trusting the bearish idea anymore of OTE, fuck that. But I think we will come lower if we hold the H4 CB above. I want to see now, I'm going to trust this range right here that it's made, this bullish range of bases. I'm just going to pick the right one, that's all. And currently, and if you look on the 15 minute, there is a the first SD that was anticipated, so you can get a 50% retracement from that. Ideally, I would get a 50% retracement from that. So probably wait for the first 15 minutes to pass over. 231, 229, so that's not really the first gap made. So yeah, look, it's just coming lower now, to be real. I want to see how it respects this 1 minute range, otherwise it might come for these equal lows right here. Should be whatever, although it doesn't need to do that. Let's see, I just want to see how it reacts to this 50% right here. I don't really want to catch any sells here, because there's nothing to sell off of. Is that trend line gone now or something? Nope, still there kind of. I think it's here actually. Yeah, it's like there, look at that, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Even if it's not there, I'd say it's here. Not there, I'd say it's here. There, kind of. Yeah, it's a bit weird, you can see these equal highs right here. I think we would come there ideally. And I think second CST would be good here. No, not second CST, sorry, but the 15 minute. Sorry. Now I'd say the 5 minute already made a second CST, so I would trust the 5 minute second CST ideally. Yeah, for optimal trade entry in the next couple of seconds, if it can come lower, that is. And then attack the equal highs, maybe. But I would upgrade this here. It's not really. It does have, like, I'd say the grading right now is more B setup kind of shit going on right now. Because we don't have no internal range liquidity to aim for, that is. Anyways. So yeah, I'm going to leave this range alone for now, because there's nothing too thingy on here. Grade in terms of my model. 50% was respected, that's a couple of points already there. How much is that? Like 20, 27, sorry, 20 points, easy. This could make a reversal here, potentially, like accumulation, manipulation. So yep, there's your reversal, I'm thinking. There's nothing here internally to trust. Like there's no trend line or anything. I'd prefer trend line. is this, I guess. Am I really that bearish? No, I'm not really that bearish up here. Now we got a trend line here, look. Ish, like kinda there, I guess. Equal highs, you could say. Right, trend line is here now, it's very near it. So I don't mind trusting this as a versus D, that would be for me. Just want to see if we can get this towards there. But if it takes this trend line, I'm deleting that limit. Yeah, I think it's gonna take that trend line. Give me, that's fine. That's cool. All good with me, man. All good with me. First presented FEGs there, so if it hits that trend line, good day. I need to go below it though. I don't want to see it like. I need to see it like really take it. Okay, I got first presented FEG there. Ideally, okay, it's hit first presented. It might just react off of that, that's fine. Let me check really quick. That did not in the 1 minute, so I'm not interested in the 30-second. Yeah, that's it. So it's first presented, decent reaction of a bureau. I think that would be enough on there. Ideally, I don't want to see it come around here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to give me it, to be honest. Yeah, 1 minute right there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to give me it. Second to see this, I'm not going to enter on the 50%. I'm going to wait for the second to see if it can give me that. Takes out, say, I don't know much lower at this point. Yes, okay. It's kinda gay, that is. It's kinda gay. Back in the 15-minute busy. Oof, look at that. BOE. Sheesh. Oh wow, that 2-minute alignment was crazy. Yeah, that thing's dumping. Okay. Now we do have actual relatively equal lows there, Radu. So we could get this optimal trade entry towards there. And we've inverted the 15-minute, I'd say. So I don't know if it'll come all the way back up there though. And ideally, if it makes a 30-60, I'm not going to enter that. So yeah. Wow, that's crazy that fucking push was. I mean, I knew it would sell off, but I'd preferred it to sell off around the yeah, we have equal lows there now, defo. I would have preferred it to sell off around the opening range gap. It's fine. I think they'll bring it lower then, I guess. That's the point. Right, if they make a 3060 here, I'm leaving this alone. I don't really want to get in on this. Okay, that did come for a CB, so ideally this optimal trade entry is quite good on the 1 minute. So if they come for this low, I'm not interested in this. I think we got news. We got news around 310, so definitely won't be interested in this if thingy. I think 345 would probably be the best bet on this because Farm C is bullshit. I'll be real. Let's see. Farm C and 545, fuck that. But 315, yeah, you want to skip that, and then 330ish is fine. So, yeah, 15 seconds on those lows.
Order filled.
Yep, decent. Alright, 208. And just looking for these equal lows right here. Okay, what's this pause? Just pause there for a second. What's that about? Might be my Wi-Fi, but not much. There's a pause, man. Bro, what's that pause? Okay, that was weird. There's a pause, man. Okay, we got equal lows right there. Look at that. Okay, this PA has. I don't know what's this. Currently looking at this area here. Equal lows right there as well. Okay, this thinks my Wi-Fi is shit. Yeah, this is I like this Wi-Fi. Huh.
Order filled.
Got break even there, trying to hold this for this extra. Down here. There's a breaker there, if that 30-second has a breaker as well. We have a high, low, high, high. Just hoping they'll get me there. So ideally I'd get out around here. Let me check the higher time frame if this is worth holding. Definitely worth holding to that low. I'd say we got unfinished business above. Maybe, I don't know. Let me check the H1. That was the... Oh no, definitely we could resume lower heavy roll. Yep. I don't want to hold 1 micro, so I'd rather just be done on this. If I had 2 micros, I would have held that shit any day. So I'll just hold it to a standard deviation, to be honest. That would allow for profit on this. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is so slow all of a sudden. High, low, high, high. How did I used to do breakers? I forgot now. Right, let me just pick the breaker, I think, can it?
Order
Okay.
filled.
That's breaky one here, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day because, oh well, thingy. Probably call it a day, yeah, definitely, because pharmacies later as well. That was a decent win after some of those L's. And our OTE actually kind of gave it this time. It didn't give it fully, but our risk procedures in place and everything, and we actually risked 200 on that finally, properly. But yeah, that's what happens when you risk 200, get a better win day, essentially. But call it a day on that one. I think it's in reverse now, maybe, we'll see. As I said, unfinished business above, I'm assuming SMT on that low. I'm just assuming that. No, we did not SMT that low, no, then Dow. Meaning NQ was just a bit more bearish than usual, that's fine. Good. Yeah, call it a day on that one, to be honest.